guys, it's Elizabeth here again, and it is a pleasure having you on our today's version of our presentation. I hope you've been able to learn one or two from our previous videos, and a very big thank you to everyone who has been watching and who has subscribed to our YouTube channel, who has passed one or two of their comments in our comment section. We say a very big thank you. And today we are going to be talking on a very important topic, which is all about hiring a translation company and how to spot the red flags when hiring a translation company. So now let's dive into it. So navigating the complexities of language service provider is tough. This guide helps you to ensure quality and avoid costly mistakes. Empower yourself to make informed decisions when choosing a translation partner. So you're going to be learning how to spot the red flags in a translation company, because we have a lot of companies that come up on the online space to claim they are translation companies, whereas there are red flags that you must have been seeing and you have been ignoring these red flags, which can make you fall victim of being scammed. So let's go into it, as I'm going to be unveiling 5 red flags to look out for. So the first red flag you should look out for is the unrealistic promises. You can come across any translation company that is going to promise you this, promise you that, and trust me, those promises are unrealistic. Number one of the unrealistic promises is instant translation. Claims like "we translate anything instantly" usually means machine translation. You understand? If you are dealing with a human translator, you cannot get your translated document instantly, because translation with a human go through stages. After translation, they review. After review, they go through several revisions to make sure that there is no mistake in these translated documents. They proofread as well. So there's no how all of these documents or all of this translation is going to come out instantly. So the number 2 is quality takes time. Human expertise is needed for accuracy and newness. I just mentioned that. Then number 3 is beware. Promise that sounds too good to be true are often unrealistic, and they are red flags. So if any company or any translation company is promising you instant translations, please, it is a red flag you need to look out for. Number 2 of what we have on our list for the red flag is lack of specialization. See, a lot of translation company on the online space that claim to be a translation company really lack specialization. So we have 3 categories you should look out for when talking about specialization. Number 1 is the industry expertise matter. See, it really matter. If this person is not specialized enough, will not be able to differentiate between medical, between legal and technical translation, and what they require, the unique knowledge to have about these things for the translation to be done. So make sure to always look out for industry expert. It matters a lot. Then number 2 is the generalist risk errors. Missing specialized terminology cost mistake. If you are in the medical line, there are terminologies to use for medical line translations. If it is legal line, there are terminologies to use for that line. Same thing for technical translation, there are terminologies to use for this line. You cannot use technical terminology for medical translation. Once you do that, it is going to be an error that is going to be very costly. So make sure to always make sure that the translation company you are looking out for is a specialized one, and know what it means to be specialized on each translation. Then make sure to choose your specialist. Look for proven competence in your sector. Make sure to always choose your specialist by looking for proven competence in your sector. Vague pricing. See, because the price is cheaper doesn't mean that you are going to get the best of the best translation services. Well, because we have a lot of customers on the online space that are always looking for cheap things. In Nigeria, you know, there's this slogan that they say, "A wolf the run belle." Because it is cheap does not mean that the translation is guaranteed. So make sure to always look out for vague pricing. Number 1, for the low rate claims, our rates are the lowest, often hides unclear pricing. Hidden fees and unexpected charges are very common with companies that are not specialized, and these are red flags. So the cost factors the language pair, the subject matter, and the turnaround time. Always request for a detailed, clear quote upfront. See, as a translation company, which is Novatia Translation, if you come to us as a client and you want to translate your documents from one language to the other, we will not tell you with our mouth that this is what we charge. Yes, we can type it out that this is what we charge, but when we want to take onto this job, we are going to send you an invoice. We would send you an invoice that is well detailed. It is a very clear quote for you to see what you are being charged for. So there's no hidden fees at all, and it is not those kind of companies where after you make payments they come up to tell you that so thing is wrong, so thing is wrong. No. So Novatia Translation is one company you should partner with when it comes to translation services. No qualified linguists. Certified professionals, native speakers are not always qualified translators. Native speakers are not always qualified translators. It's not every native speaker or a native translator you see out there are qualified translators. No, not all of them are qualified. Some can just be fluent in the language and just know how to interpret from one word to the other, but that doesn't mean they are professionals in the field. So number 2 is verification required. Make sure to always ask for credentials, the experience, and the vetting procedure before you give out your documents to any translation company. Let's look at the red flag number 5, poor communication. Number 1, slow responses. Unresponsive project managers cause delays and mistakes. At Novatia Translation, this is one of the things we can tell you that we are good at. We are very good at communication, and our customer service line are always up 24/7 to attend to any of the requests we get from our clients. So here at Novatia Translation, poor communication is not what we give. We give good communication. So clear communication is what we give at Novatia Translations, which is always proactive, and we give consistent updates, which are very, very essential to keep our clients updated. Let's look at this case study, the $10,000 mistake. Machine used translation or machine translation used for critical legal documents without expertise review. These are documents that are used with machine and they didn't do any expertise review. Then mistranslations occurred, which led to legal issues and costly revisions. Then cost impacts, over $10,000 in damage and delay. So these are the things that can come along not spotting the red flags in a translation company. They can use machine translation for you, and there's not going to be an expert to review what this machine has actually done, and mistranslation can also occur, which can lead to legal issues and costly revisions. Then for the cost impact, you might actually have to spend more in damages and delay. So please, as a client, as an individual, make sure to always look out for these things in translation company before you give your documents to them for translation. So now let us look at the key takeaways. The key takeaways, we have it in 4. Make sure to choose wisely. Make sure to always choose wisely. Number 1 is vet thoroughly. Check qualifications and client review carefully. Always go to the websites of the translation company. Make sure to check out their qualifications online. Make sure to check out their client review. Make sure to look at all of these things very well. And you can actually get all of this information on Novatia Translation website. We have thousands of our client review on our website. You are going to see thousands and thousands of reviews on the website. You're going to see them. That number 2, make sure to always demand for transparency. Like I've said earlier, insist on clear pricing and communication. In Novatia Translations, we are clear with our pricing. It is always stated in our invoice. Everything we are charging you for, you're going to see it one after the other in our invoice. There's no hidden charges at all. Then number 3, make sure to always prioritize expertise. Specialization beats generalization every time. Specialization beats generalization. If you are dealing with a company that is specialized in translation, it is different from working with just an individual that just know how to translate or to interpret from one language to the other. So specialization beats generalization every time. Then the 4th one, which is the last one, Value investment. Quality language service pay off in the long run. Trust me, quality language service pay off in the long run. You don't have to stress, you don't have to be worried about the translation service, because why not? You are paying for quality, and this quality is what you can get only at Novatia Translations. So this brings us to the end of this interesting presentation, which is all about spotting the red flag when you want to hire a translation company. I hope you've been able to learn one or two from what we've said and we've talked about. And if you have any question or you have an opinion to drop, make sure to drop it in our comment section, and make sure to click on your notification button to be the first person to get notification when we upload our first video. The last but not the least, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is very, very important. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we would be glad to have you on our channel. Bye, and see you on our next video.